606 here, and I'm bringing you a quick look at a set that I just was able to pick up. It is a Transformers Siege set, Autobot Alphastrike Counterforce. It's one hell of a long name, and it is pretty much a set of recolored characters, but it is an interesting set that I really wanted to get, and I was able to get it. Quick look at the packaging. I always love the artwork, and this is no different. I love the artwork on the front, and it does give you a look in the bottom right corner of another set which has Skywarp on it, which is a set I really want. So here we got the G2 Sideswipe on the left. We have got the combined form of Slamdance, which is made up of Autobot Rain Dance, which is the plane, which is the top half, and Autobot Grand Slam, which is the tank portion, which is the bottom half. And then we also have the Battlemaster, I guess, Trenchfoot, which these guys are all recolors of previous figures. Two of them representing different characters, which is Slamdance and Trenchfoot. And then we also have the G2 Sideswipe, which is a recolor of Sideswipe. The colors on Sideswipe really did grow on me though, but we get to that soon enough. Here is Trenchfoot, which pretty much looks the same as Aimless, which was the previous one of the previous releases of the Battlemasters. I love the colors. I love the red. I love the black. I think I much prefer the colors on this guy compared to Aimless. I think they stand out a lot more, and when you have them with Sideswipe, they do look fantastic together. So articulation is very simple on this guy. Arms can move out, arms can move out, forwards, backwards, rotate. Same with the legs as well. There's not much else with these guys. And I'm going to bring along Aimless. You will see that they're pretty much the same. Exactly the same apart from color difference, which is the main thing. So Aimless is blue and grey, and Trenchfoot is red and black primarily. But I think the colors on Trenchfoot look a lot better. Aimless does have the Decepticon symbol, and Trenchfoot is an Autobot, but the Autobot symbol is there, but it's very faint. It was basically the Autobot symbol is red and his chest is red, and you can't really see it, which is weird because on the packaging on the back, the Autobot symbol stands out because it's got that classic kind of white outlining to the Autobot symbol. That's not on the figure, so you can barely see the symbol. We're going to look at Slamdance, I believe. His name's going to get confusing. So he's pretty much he's a different character. He's representing a different character, but he is pretty much a recolored Skytread. So it's two characters combined to form Slamdance in this occasion. My finger, as you can see, is missing one ring. It was like that in the packaging. I'm kind of gutted. Don't know how I'm going to get that replaced, but he's missing one wing. He should have two wings. He's missing one. How that happens, I have no idea. Articulation is pretty much the same as what you can expect from the Siege line. I'll show it off on Sideswipe because they're pretty much the same in terms of articulation. I don't really like the colours much. I like the head that they've used for Slamdance compared to Skytreads, but I don't really like the colours of the character. They're really kind of not the best. But here is both Skytread and Slamdance in their combined forms, and I much prefer the Skytread. I think I don't think the Slamdance is that fantastic overlooking in terms of both color, and I don't think I like the head. Compared to Skytread. But it's nice to have another character, so I will be adding him to the shelf. And here is G2 Sideswipe, which is pretty much, along with Trenchfoot, are pretty much the main part of this set that I like. I love the colours, especially when he's in his transformed vehicle mode. I love the colours. I don't know much about the G2 stuff. I'm not too familiar with all the different G2 colours of some of the different characters, but I do like this one. It does look really good. quick look at the articulation. So knee joints, knee bend, legs can go forwards, backwards, outwards, can rotate slightly. Same with the arms, elbows bend, fists can move inwards, swivel joint at the upper arm, shoulders move forwards and backwards, rotate, all that stuff. Head moves, turns sideways, right, rotates I should say, left to right, all around, a slight wiggle at the top. Pretty much the exact same as Sideswipe, but it's in G2 colours. I like both pretty much the same. I'm more familiar with the G1 Sideswipe than I am with the G2 Sideswipe, but I have to say that the colours really do come together on the G2 Sideswipe. So he will have a place on my shelf. So it's a pretty good set. Here's a quick look at them all together in their robot modes. I think the character I like the least in this set is probably Slamdance, which is unfortunate. But I love the G2 Sideswipe and I love the colours on Trenchfoot. Here's a quick look at the blast effect that comes with the set. It's a blast effect that we haven't got yet. Again, it can be placed on a lot of the different ports on the figures. Here's a look at G2 Sideswipe combined with Cog. Doesn't really go well together, the colours kind of clash. One thing to note on mine, at least, the port on the back it doesn't really fit in, but that's only with Cog. With 6 gun it fits in just fine, and also Cog fits perfectly fine with the G1 Sideswipe, so I'm not sure what's gone on with the back of the G2 Sideswipe. That could be just mine though, so whenever you get yours you would have to check to see if it actually fits. So taking a quick look at the combined form of the weaponizer Cog with the G2 Sideswipe, you can pretty much whatever configuration you want to do, that's up to you. I'm just doing this quickly. I probably won't keep these two together. I'll probably combine them with 6 gun because their colours match a lot better because they both have the red and white colour scheme. But yeah, it does fit, despite the fact on the back of mine the back doesn't actually fit into the port properly, so it's very loose. But apart from that, it's not really causing me too many issues. The joints are very tight on the figure, so it's not too much of a problem, just like most of the Siege line that I've received so far. Here he is with 6 gun, the other weaponizer that's been released on the Autobot side. Here are all the characters in their vehicle forms. That wing that is missing is really bugging me. So separately, this is the Autobot Rain Dance, who's missing one of his wings. Here he is compared to the Decepticon counterpart. It is pretty much the same figure, different colour scheme. I much prefer the kind of reddish, brownish kind of coloured compared to the blue and red. I just like that colour better. But yeah, I can't stop thinking about that wing that is missing. I'm gonna have to try and get another one. So looking at the tanks again, same. One thing to note is, apart from the G2 Sideswipe, none of the other figures have any kind of battle damage paint on them, which is something the Siege line is known for, but only G2 Sideswipe has it. As you can see it here, the tank on the right has the battle damage, whereas the one on the left doesn't have it. And that's the same for the planes as well, and the same for the weapons, which the weapons never had any battle damage on them as far as I know anyway. But yeah, they're virtually the same. They're just representing 2 different characters, 2 different colour schemes. But my favourite here, Trenchfoot and Sideswipe, they go very well together. And so as noted before, it's only the G2 Sideswipe has the battle damage in this particular set, mostly in the same places as the G1, which was mostly on the legs. But apart from that, I think the G2 Sideswipe and the Trenchfoot together are the best part about this set. I would say their color schemes go very well together. I love the black and the red. In the robot mode, they look fantastic, especially when you kind of combine 6-gun with the G2 Sideswipe. Looks great. But apart from that, there's not much else to talk about. The set is basically, as I mentioned a few times before, repaints, straight up repaints. Not the most exciting set, I would say. I much prefer, much looking forward to the Skywarp set, because you know I'm a fan of the Seekers, and you can't just have one Seeker. You always gotta collect them all. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So not much else to say. Depends if you really want this set. I think this set can be skipped on. Slamdance is not that great a character. He's pretty much, in my opinion, a repaint, but not a great repaint. The colours I don't like. There is a different head compared to the Sky Tread, but that's about it. It's pretty much the same figure. If you love your Battle Masters, you do get one in this set as well, with a new blast effect that hasn't been seen with any of the other figures yet. But apart from that, the main draw is, I would say, the G2 Sideswipe, in my opinion. But that's all I've got to say, not much else. Thanks for watching if you watched this far, and maybe I'll hope to see you again when I upload another video. But this is Hornot 606, and keep collecting.